Hey all y'all, how you doing? It's good to be back with you and be back in my chair in my office and to be sharing God's word with you. So sit back, relax, and absorb, I guess, what I'm about to share with you. So toil under the sun. Ugh, we all know about yard work this time of year and how uh, draining it is. And so it's a good time to think about how we do toil under the sun and for what. So here's a reading from Ecclesiastes chapter 2. I'll be reading verses 18 through 21. I hated all my toil in which I had toiled under the sun, seeing that I must leave it to those who come after me, and who knows whether they will be wise or foolish? Yet they will be master of all for which I toiled and used my wisdom under the sun. This also is vanity. So I turned and gave my heart up to despair concerning all the toil of my labors under the sun, because sometimes one who has toiled with wisdom and knowledge and skill must leave all to be enjoyed by another who did not toil for it. This also is vanity and a great evil. Wow. Here ends today's reading. This is the word of God for the people of God. Thanks be to God. Nobody wants to work hard for their earnings and have it taken from them or wasted, right? I know I don't, but let's face it, it happens all the time. For example, do you remember getting your first job, that job that you got that paycheck from? And you're looking forward to that first paycheck. And you eagerly anticipated all that you could pay off, pay back, pay for, or save for. You had done the math in your head regarding how much your paycheck should be by multiplying your hourly wage with the hours you worked. Then you tore open the envelope, looked at the amount on the check, and the first thought that came to mind was, oh no, they must have shorted me hours. Now I have to go and sort this out with whoever manages the payroll. But upon further inspection of your pay stub, however, you saw that all of your hours were accounted for. But then you saw all of the deductions for federal, state, and local income taxes, federal and state unemployment taxes, and Medicare and Social Security taxes, and you asked yourself, who am I working for? Welcome to life. It's full of sacrifice and giving. It seems that we are always working not only for ourselves, but for others as well. Our taxes help pay for community programs, road repair and road construction, and politicians to manage it all for us. So part of our income is put into the common coffer for the benefit of all. Something similar also happens when we die. We leave behind all of our earthly possessions to claim our heavenly reward, which really should be valued far more than any earthly treasures. Now it's said that the book of Ecclesiastes was written by King Solomon, who was the wisest and richest man in the world. So he had a lot to ponder, considering what would happen to all he had worked for in life after he had died. In our reading today, King Solomon was lamenting that all he had worked so hard for was going to be received by someone who did nothing for it. And I think we can relate to his lament in a way. Being king, Solomon didn't have to pay taxes to anyone, but he knew what it was like to inherit a fortune without earning it because he was the son of King David. Not the firstborn son either. Yet he became king because his mother, Bathsheba, I think you might remember her. If not, look it up. Bathsheba was favored by David, and Solomon was therefore David's favored son. Although Solomon had 700 wives and 300 concubines, according to Scripture, he had only one son and 2 daughters. Yeah, I think I can see it. All your eyebrows going scrunchy. You mean to tell me he was, he had 1,000 women at his disposal and he only had 3 children? That's what Scripture tells us. It said that he only had these 3 children because in order to form wise political relationships, he married daughters of foreign kings outside of the Hebrew faith. And this opened the door to idol worship within his household. And once that happened, God would not bless him with any more children. Of Solomon's 3 children, only one could be king, the son, and of course that was his son Rehoboam. Maybe Solomon was worried about Rehoboam not being as wise as he was. So he lamented over all he had built up. But in the end, there isn't anything we can do about the state of affairs after we die. Sadly, when Rehoboam became king, he was poorly advised to deal harshly with the northern tribes of Israel. And this harsh treatment caused those tribes to secede from his rule. And they formed a region which is the northern part, and that was still called Israel, which left King Rehoboam to rule over just the southern region, which he named Judah. And we can imagine that King Solomon rolled in his grave. Yeah. Something people even today have a difficult time grasping is the reality that we can only control our own actions. What others do is completely up to them. If they take bad advice or make poor decisions, that's on them. All any of us can do is our best and try to excel and make the world a better place in our own way. And I do see so many examples of people doing just that all around me. People who are teaching one another new things and being open to improvements with new technology or ideas. People recognizing the contributions of others. People giving of their time, talent, treasure, and spirit to those who have less than them. And if this wasn't something we were taught by our parents as we grew up, it is something that we have been modeled by many people in our culture as we've matured. We help one another and appreciate the good examples of others so that others see how to do things in the most beneficial way. We do this in our secular culture and our church culture. We're all involved in the church because we love God. We love drawing near to God and learning of the love God has for each of His children, not just the saints, but even those of us who fall short of sainthood. I don't think Solomon was a saint, but he did have wisdom of earthly things. This is probably what caused him such concern over what would happen to his earthly possession after his death. And so my prayer for each of us is that we loosen our grasp on earthly things and allow God to be glorified through our kindness towards one another as we gain wisdom of the kingdom of God and find peace in it without lamentation over earthly possessions. And who knows, maybe that will make us wiser than Solomon. It could happen. Amen.